It's happened more times than I can count. Doesn't matter where I am in the world. I'm training the kids early in the morning, just like we've been doing since they're 4 years old. Some parent pops out of nowhere and says, "What the hell are you doing?" and starts screaming at me. You give me 5 minutes, I promise you, you'll be sending your kids my way too. We don't quit anything. We're gonna hold hands, we're gonna get through this together.
I just want to quit this one thing.
Of course you do.
It's so hard.
It's not mom's, it's not Joe, it's not coaches, it's your race.
You went through 13 days. I want you to do 20 more minutes. You're finishing this.
Camp Spartan is now in session. I've been competing in races for 25 plus years. I've been putting on races and events, hard events, for 20 years. And I watch people transform right in front of my eyes. Moms, dads, monks, you name it. They literally transform in front of my eyes. Transformation does not occur when it's easy. Transformation only occurs through hard times. Period, end of story. I watch it happen with my kids. And when I talk to successful people, successful athletes, doctors, scientists, you name it, and you dig into their stories, what you find out is that their childhood was hard. Their parents pushed them or they pushed themselves. And so last year, 2019, I decided to put on the first ever kids death race. We are at the annual death race. It's been going on for over a decade. And a couple of days ago, I got this idea. I got a ton of family coming over, a bunch of young kids from 16 down to, I don't know, 8 years old. And I said, you know what? We don't push our kids hard enough. We don't, as a family and our extended family, do not take kids out of their comfort zone and make them, as the Spartans would say, better than us. Our kids are supposed to be better than us. We don't do that. We protect them, we coddle them, we create these safety nets. Everybody gets a trophy. And so this experiment for the last 12 hours was to take the kids out of their comfort zone. See who cracks, see who breaks, push them, do things that they don't normally do. Let them get reconnected with the earth and nature, and I think it was a good outcome. It was awesome, and the kids transformed, and what happened was for 12 months, the kids that participated in last year's death race were knocking on my door, sending me emails and telling me they could not wait for 2020. So I said, could we take it up a notch? Could we do 2 weeks with these kids and really transform? I mean, really throw the hammer down. And then the last day is a kids' death race. You sure you're in for this? I don't want to hear any crying. You're not going to be calling mommy and daddy. There's no devices. It's all business. You ready for this?
Sure.
And the idea was simple. It was the same thing the special forces do. It was stretch the rubber band, relax it a little bit. Stretch the rubber band a little further, relax it a little bit. Stretch the rubber band even further and relax a little bit. We had an incredible team, right? We got a psychologist, we got a hostage negotiator, I got an Olympian, and a mountain warfare expert. I sprinkle some Spartan on the whole thing, and we're gonna turn these kids into warriors.
Any questions?
No.
No?
I'm Sarah McLaughlin.
My name is Joe De Sena.
And I'm 14 years old.
I play softball and I hang out with my friends.
You think you're built for this?
No, I am not built for this.
I thought the biggest challenge actually was not gonna be the kids. The biggest challenge we were gonna face would be the parents.
The De Senas are our neighbors, and we've gotten to know them through school, through neighborhood things. One of our other neighbors had gone up to the farm last year and had talked about what a great experience it was all year long. And so my kids were excited when they heard about it, and they wanted to participate. So we kind of got a text from Joe De Sena saying, hey, we're doing this thing up at the farm, are your kids in? And my kids were like, yeah, we're in. And my husband and I kind of said, do you really want to do this? And they're like, yeah. And we're like, we don't you know, our kids don't live the Spartan lifestyle. They live a pretty nice life. And so we kind of said, you guys don't want to do this. And they're like, we want to do it, we're going. And so that was on Sunday. On Monday at like, 9 a.m., they were in a van on their way to Vermont with the Spartan family.
2 good ones. One. Come on.
How do we go up?
I can't do it.
Whoa, hurry. Another one more.
My parenting style is really simple. I think about how do I get our kids ready for anything? That's all I think about all day, every day with the kids. How do I get them ready for anything? They're gonna have a job that requires them to wake up early in the morning. Most Americans do. So they should wake up early in the morning. They're gonna wanna be fit so that they could do a pull-up, a push-up. It gives confidence, it makes them feel good. So they should do pull-ups and push-ups. They're gonna wanna eat healthy because the healthier you eat, the happier you are. So we make them eat healthy. Like, it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. I fast forward in my mind what life is gonna be like for them when they're 20, 30, 40. We know because as parents, we're there now. I think most parents fail in that they're not thinking, what does my child have to do later in life? Let me get the child ready. We do it for piano, college, for the big concert, for a game in sports. But what about getting them ready for life?
Repeat after me, loud and proud. I. State your names. Promise to learn one thing in today's class.
We allowed kids to come in all shapes and sizes. They came from varying backgrounds, different locations, and I didn't know how they were gonna gel together. I didn't know how it was gonna work, right? We've got girls, we've got boys, different sizes, different shapes, different ages. But one thing was gonna be constant. It was gonna be hard. We were gonna use the Spartan method, and they were gonna come out stronger. It's that simple.
All right, there you go. Have fun.
I purposely labeled this Camp Spartan. Wanted it to sound fun, exciting. Finally, they're getting out of the house during the pandemic. But reality was, this was a Agoge that ended in war.
I ask the questions around here. You don't ask the questions.
That's a comment.
Get your shoes on.
Can you hear me?
Keep getting smart and snippy with me. Watch what happens. Day 1, we're kind of easing into this. We haven't even pushed them hard yet. They have no idea what's coming. This is a 14-day Agoge. Adults have not done 14-day Agoges. We have not had one adult anywhere in the world do 14-day Agoge. He challenges an adult to come here. Get in position, let's go. Shoulder to shoulder, smallest to biggest. All right, Jack. Make sure they can recite it, let's hear it.
All right.
Stay in line.
It is not the critic who counts.
It's not the critic who counts.
Not the person who points out how the strong man stumbles.
Not the person who points out how the strong man stumbles.
Or the doer of deeds.
Or the doer of deeds.
Could have done them better.
Could have done them better.
The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena,
The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena,
whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood,
whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood,
who strives valiantly,
who strives valiantly,
who errs,
who errs,
who comes short again and again,
who comes short again and again,
who at his best,
who at his best,
in the end,
knows
knows the triumph of high achievement,
the triumph of high achievement,
and at his worst,
if he fails,
at least fails while doing greatly.
at least fails while doing greatly.
So in his place,
Shall never be,
with those cold and timid souls,
with those cold and timid souls,
who neither know victory nor defeat.
with neither know victory nor defeat.
A leader has to be able to eat last. A leader has to be able to inspire the troops, the team. A leader has to clearly communicate, has to get folks to line up and take that hill. When the team lines up behind a leader, they know it's going to be hard, but somehow that leader inspires the team to get after it, right? Pushes beyond what's naturally possible.
So right now we have the guys, the new folks that came in, they have to get more rocks up to the top of Joe's. We're building a great cairn up there, and we need more big rocks up there. And we have a new leader today, and he's practicing his leadership skills with them so he can be better, as a great takeaway for him.
And I think Eli
Because he was 18, he had a separation thing with the rest of the group. I see a problem already. Nobody has a watch. Yeah. Recognized that he was very uncomfortable speaking just in front of everybody, and that maybe there was something there for him that would benefit him if he was able to get better about that.
Are we able to borrow someone's watch from the other group?
You can ask. It was challenging. It was a big uphill for him, and he tried really, really hard. He put a lot of effort in, and he got a lot of reinforcement. Did you take the time to learn from the person you're borrowing it from, so you made sure you were holding up your end of the team?
No, I did not.
Okay. How much time do you need?
1 day.
One. You're going to know it inside out?
Yes.
Really?
2 minutes.
Pardon?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Get in the water, you guys. Hurry up. The new guys have 3 medium-sized rocks that the 6 of them are working on taking to the top of the mountain. It's the first of a whole bunch of rocks that they have to get up there because we still need a lot more rocks. They have 70 minutes to complete that. It just took them 3 minutes to leave right here before they even got up on the lawn. So I do wish them luck.
Keep it moving, you guys got this.
He, at that point, it had become a lot more natural, if not completely natural, for him to help and lead and take care of the rest of the team.
Look, a great leader gets those around him or her to believe things they otherwise wouldn't believe. Gets them excited, so excited, that they do things they didn't think they could do.
Yeah, this isn't even the bad part yet.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
You need a team around you. It's only in team that great things are achieved. So it was really important for them to lose their individuality in some ways and learn to operate as a finely tuned team.
So choose a rock that's a significant rock for you. Got that?
Hard to do. These are kids that some knew each other, some didn't know each other. They've got different egos, they've got different backgrounds, different levels of fitness.
Your rocks today are not ones that are going to be hard for you. Your rocks today are going to be ones that are like, there's no way I can ever get this thing to the top of the mountain, especially in the short amount of time that we now have to do. So you guys got to get crazy big rocks.
But if they could somehow come together and operate as an effective team, one, they're going to achieve what we're asking them to achieve. They're going to get to the finish line. They're going to feel proud about it. But oh my God, they're going to take these skills with them throughout life.
Guys, move!
Yeah!
That was amazing.
Nice job, guys.
We're definitely working 100 times better as a team. Like kids who, like at the beginning, were struggling to move are now working and picking up where they were lacking before.
At the beginning, when I carried the smaller rocks, I thought it was really heavy, but then when I carried the big rock, I realized that they're actually really light.
I think that we're actually working as a team now rather than before when we'd like leave people behind. Now we know that we have everyone and we're helping each other with their rocks.
So like a well-oiled machine yet, or getting closer?
Getting closer.
You guys are starting to work a lot better together as a group, as a team.
Anna and Catherine, they were like taking the heavy like rocks and they were like bringing them up, and they're like not like as big as like 18 and like 16-year-olds who were like struggling with the rocks. So they're like really doing good.
People don't think that they're capable of doing what they're actually capable of doing, and you guys are already proving that. You guys have that understanding that you're capable of doing more than you ever thought. So 3 days ago, it was in your mind that you didn't think you could do it. And now, as you keep doing harder things, you're like, whoa, what else am I capable of doing? And that comes out by being teammates, by pushing people, being like, you can do this.
What is the team name?
The Rutabaga!
Come on, you guys, what's your team name?
The Rutabaga!
Modern day parenting is broken, guys. That's why you're here.
You see him shaking like a leaf?
It was a lot of hard work. I feel like I accomplished something very big, something high on the chain of achievements.
She'll get through it. She'll be fine. And I know you texted me. You were concerned about some long-term psychological damage. I would argue that actually it's going to change the trajectory of these children's lives.